Oh, let's fix up another dirt box. Battery exhausted, she says. I'm fucking exhausted. Right, welcome back everyone. My name's Paul. This is Mileage Studios. It's a fluff piece. I'm filming it because I'm waiting for things to dry. Not my fucking eyes, but I won't be touching them after I've been dealing with this spaff-induced Ming piece. This is Johnny's guitar, this geezer, and he is a punk, so we shall be taking extra special care because, as we know, punks are uncleanly beasts, and this is probably covered in spaff, and I doubt the geezer even cleans his own pants. Absolutely cuts his own hair. You can fucking tell that from a mile off. I actually cut my own hair as well, but I'm considerably better at it. So this is a relic. I'm an asshole. Sorry, Johnny. This is a relic from Johnny's past. It's the same as what he had when he was. I'm putting on black gloves because it Mrs. Richards gets turned on more when they're this colour. I'm putting on gloves because it's disgusting. I'd like to announce that in this episode I will not be taking the mick out of Michael Jackson. I'll be taking the mick out of a different pedo this week. Now, this is an absolute Ming piece. I am not going to be doing anything cosmetic to this guitar. I'm identifying problems. It's an Encore Strat. It's made of wood and various other elements. It's got a wobbly knob. That needs fixing. It's got a very scratchy, rusty pot. I don't know what someone's been dipping in there. Bit of secret sauce. The nut is horrendous. The string trees are shit. The trem is decked. I do know from previous Encore escapades that trems are bollocks. So I will leave this one decked. I'll put an extra spring in so no one can fraternise with it. But I will set it up beautifully. The frets are pretty shit. I'll be addressing them and tidying all that up. Probably won't put that in the video because you don't need to see me filing another fret. It's also got a sticky shaft and I should be matting that up. Let's just take this apart and have a little look at what we're dealing with. Go and watch Johnny's channel, Budget Guitar Show. It's actually very good.
2 very boring minutes later.
Right, so I'm bringing you in to... I've got to take these off. That's horrible, isn't it? To be honest, I'd rather get dirty knuckles and have something to sniff later, if I'm honest. When the camera's off, who doesn't like to sniff a knuckle? Now, we can see Exhibit A, someone's coloured in all sorts with permanent pennier, which never works. It looks like a magpie's asshole. And the nut is absolutely atrocious and badly fitted. So we're going to take the nut off. Johnny has requested specifically that my nuts feature in this video. So especially for you, Johnny, there they are. Plums for the win. Hunking great plumage. Removing said nut. Absolutely minging. It's taken half the fucking wood away with it. It's disgusting. Witchcraft and woodery. So let's get rid of all the crap on there. Be using the Crimson nut seating files. You can get these from Crimson or StewMac. My affiliate link below is 10% off to you at Crimson. Unheard of on the internet. Fuck all kickback from me. You have the whole 10%. Get yourself some sexy toes. That's how much it means to me. Absolutely disgusting. I don't think we're going to get much better than that. So let's pull out a nut. Now, apologies, Johnny, I've only got a white nut, but I might colour it in for you. Should we try and colour a nut in? I don't think that's ever been done before. Either that or I'll insert it anally like a suppository and we'll see what we get left with. Look, I can't even use a fucking one of these whoppers that I've been trying to get rid of. Right, so the Geiger nut, even the Geiger nut, which is notoriously massive, might not be enough. We might have to shim that. Fuck. Who the fuck is chewing? There's hardly any neck left, man. Someone is beating the shit out of that end of the guitar. But I think we'll be all right. So the next stage is just to sand that on the edges and just get him nice and flush. It's quite often tempted to do it mechanically, but there's not a lot to come off, so I'm not going to. Now I've got that flush. It's just a little bit inside, lovely jubbly. I'm just going to shape this one in now because it's pretty fucking minging. There you go, we're just haunching the sides making him feel. You basically don't want to be feeling your nut. That's not bad there. We can just give that. I mean, to be honest, Johnny, it's going to look fucking ugly, innit? This thing's had a right kick in. What have you bought here, man? It's a mung bean of a guitar. Jesus. Oh, I know. Paul's kindly offered to sort a guitar out for me. I'll send him the biggest shit box I've got in the collection. The fretboard is at scraping point, so sanding is not going to do it. Little bit of GIMP humour there. Remember, GIMPs have feelings too. All right. Oh, look at this. AHD custom straps, Marlow Studios. Check them out. ADHD custom. I'll put a link below. Does a lovely job. Right, back on the bench. I've done. Sorry, should have been more organised before I turned the cameras on, shouldn't I? You'll never learn. Just ask the wife. Now I've done a fret job. The frets on this were absolute dog shit. I've polished them up. We've levelled them. Everything's nice. I've oiled the Lego. There's loads of sanding sealer on. I don't think the oil did anything, but it's on there. It's a nice even colour. The finger cheese is gone. There were about 4 frets that were so low. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. And so I've taken off a lot of fret wire. A lot. Because no amount of tapping got anything close. Apart from lifting the frets and trying to get a bit of super glue in there. Oh, I couldn't be fucking. They were quite big. So we've levelled them. There was a lot of fret wear just on the second fret. And a fucking great ding on the first. And a bit of damage all over, really. Johnny, your frets were piss poor. But we'll see what it plays like. I've noticed in the back, there's more springs in there than any man needs to have in his life. It's like a fucking loaded shotgun, isn't it? The trem is decked. And I'm not going to dick around with that. These pots are teeny tiny and the switch is minging. Remember, I'm not modernising this. My aim, I like the fact that this is a beat up mung bean. It's a fucking rank guitar. But I want it to be the one that Johnny wants to pick up all the time because it plays so nice. That's my only goal. Make it play nice, even if it still looks like someone's got it out of a fucking skip. Because it looks like that. So we've got some loose pots. Let's try and get this in there for Dave. When you're tightening up a pot, get your nut on there. I'm just going to hold the back of it and make sure that the thing's not spinning around and we're not ripping things apart. But he's all right. Oh, lovely. Right, the next little port of call. It's easy little jobs that you can do these. Contact cleaner on the switch. Plenty on there. Soak it in. It's not like he's paying for it, is it? The wrong GT85 on the pots, in the pots. Marvellous. We've got some lube in there. Mind your head, Paul. Fucking hell. So now we've done that. The earth is connected. Everything's wired up. That's fine. I'll leave that disconnected. The tuners are piss poor, but I kind of like that. It's those generic tuners that are just like they're copies of real old vintage things, but they're absolute fucking mingers. We'll have a bit of GT85 in them. GT85, nice on the bike frame. Makes it look all new again. Lovely. Mr. Bull the bin man's outside being noisy as fuck. So now basically, we've just got to put her back together. I mean, it wasn't much to do, is it? We've got to stick this nut on now. What I'm basically going to do is just sit that nut in there, nicely in the groove. Dave can barely see it. I'm going to put the outer E strings on, and I'm just going to check the height of that. We've got to set up this bridge. Oh, there's quite a lot of spaff on there. Naturally, we're cleaning with finger blasts, and I have lubricated with vintage discharge. Thank you to Strings and Things for sending me these nice Axe Wax products. This thing's scabbier than Johnny's left foot. What a fucking howler. I haven't had a guitar this minging on the bench for quite a while. Now, just as we did with the old grey guitarist's love wagon, I'm going to just mat up this neck. So I'm going to put a bit of tape on there. I'm going to double bag that. Just to get ourselves a nice line. Always tape a line on there. Simple little job. Following the contours of the neck. Bit of trusty 320. Let's have it. Hideous. Right, that's got rid of the worst of it. I'm going to do a different cheat to what I did last time because this is black paint. It shows up all your scratches. It looks shit. So I'm going to get out my polishing nodule. Really aggressive cutting compound, bit of 3M. Lovely. Right, the back of that neck is still battered and bruised, but it's super satin now, super skiddy and slidey. I'm happy with that. That'll do. Let's stick this nut on, get some strings, and see if we can rescue this dirt box. If your knobs are a little bit, just get your screwdriver in there, open them up a little bit, just make them a little bit tighter. Way better. Don't go too far though, and don't be tempted to waggle too much because you snap them easy. Ask me how I know. There you go. Right, that's that. Let's get some strings. Oh, getting excited. I really want to play this. I'm interested to see how shit it is. Dario for the win. Don't be a slag. NYXLs, all right? I don't go for the XSs because I haven't got rusty fingers. I know some of you when you got to touch your tacker and he's rusted away.
5 minutes later.
Okay, so before I check, that nut is very close to the finished height. Before I check it, I'm just going to make sure that the neck has got the right amount of relief and I've got the right amount of action. And then I'm getting a true reading. You've got to juggle it. You've got to juggle it like a massive pair of tits. I've got a queef of relief there, which is lovely. I've got 0.9 action. So we definitely can raise him up. If you don't know the numbers by now, it is 1.4 mil action on the high and 1.6 on the lowy. Make sure your saddle screws are screwed nice and equal. Don't want any fucking wonky saddles. What's wrong with you? No nasty vibrations. I've got 0.24. That's a little bit low for me. So I think I'm going to shim it with fuck all really. How thick's a piece of paper? So a piece of paper, 0.15. I think that's probably fine. Let me just check the lowy and see if we need this shim all the way along. A tone shim. I haven't got a bigger nut. I haven't. I've got a 2 mil action on the lowy, which is fucking monumental. Not sat in the saddle, was he? Once sat in the saddle. 1.8. 0.6 on the lowy. So it's only the high that needs a little bit of a shim. So we'll go halfway with a tiny bit of paper. I think that'll do us. Even the little sliver of masking tape in that slot would get me to 0.35, and that would be fine. I think I'm going to go with that. A bit of masking tape. The skinniest of shim. It's like a badger's pube. Now, rather craftily, up this end, because we've got the route for the truss rod, which is cavernous, that little bit of tape there, that should be perfect. This is why we only do the outer 2 strings. We can get that one on there. I can re-measure that. We should have, what, 0.3 something? 0.4. Perfect. That is spot on now. We shouldn't have affected that end. I'm happy. We got away with that. That nut is just sitting there lovely, innit? Bit of a wonk. The classic Argos guitar where the fucking bridge and the neck don't really align that well. But you get that on posh fenders as well. Right, a little spot of glue in there just to stop him moving around. So again, strings off. This had so much glue up the face. It was fucking ridiculous. So we'll just go a little, barely enough to fill a belly button. And we all know how that feels. Fan-dabba-dozy. Right, I'm going to get the rest of the strings on and we'll set up this fucking bridge, which is basically a fixed bridge at this point. And I like a fixed bridge. I'm a finger waggler. Just out of interest, if anyone cares, go to the next peg, just past it. Lovely. Bung it in. Get your winder. And you're done. That is how you string a peg. Now, at this point, I'm going to say to you, if you're not subscribed, fucking subscribe, please, because it hurts my feelings when you're not. And linked at the end of this video, one of the ones that flashes up, you know, YouTube suggests 2 videos for you, will be Johnny's video of getting his guitar back. Sorry, I'm trying to read that. You can comment on his video, you've been fingered by Milehouse. There you go, that's your little fucking challenge. Or you can comment, Prince Andrew's guilty. Yup! Lovely. Right, I've straightened the neck, I've tuned it. I'm now going to just make sure the strings are the same radius as the fretboard, of which I've got no idea. This guitar is so ugly, it reminds me, oddly, of a blind date I once went on many years ago, and I'll tell you about it because it's hideous. I got stitched up on, it's a 12-inch radius. I got stitched up on a blind date and I got my mate John to drop me there. And I said, John, drop me at the top of the hill and then drive down the bottom, turn around, check her out. If she's a hippocrocker pig, I'll get in the car and we'll go down a different pub. And he came driving up the hill and he said, you absolute fucker beans. She is a worldie. I said, cheers, John. And I walked down the hill, happy as Larry, to turn the corner at the bottom. And it waved at me and there were big sweat patches under the arms. I'm not making that up. It was absolutely hideous. I had a wonderful night and I still fingered it because I'm a gent. I'm a fucking gentleman. Anyway, let's move on. Let's radius the strings. That was a lot of information, wasn't it? I wonder if she's telling this her version of the story where she went on a blind date with an ugly fucking albino. Who knows? Quite possibly. Now, the radius matches that. Let's retune her up again. Well, the fucking intonation, I'm not even touching it. That's not bad at all. We are within a gnat's codpiece of all the intonation. That's fine, we're set up. It's done. Got a bit of glue coming through on my nut there. That was an untidy job. Sorry, Johnny. I can even see a little bit of the tape under the nut that I'll put in for that fucking dodgy repair. I'm leaving that because this is an absolute shitcaster. And I think it should have every battle scar. It's earned it, definitely. That's actually in the sticker underneath. It's not spaff. I thought it was. Tried scrubbing it off. Was a little bit turned on. Now, let's take this downstairs and give it a fucking whirl. I'm going to play some slow, melodic, sexy Pink Floydy stuff because Johnny, no doubt, is going to thrash shit out of it and hit it with fucking dildos. Maybe. I don't know. Is that his thing? Is that your thing, Johnny? Would you keep that behind closed doors? I reckon I can see through the guys. Definitely. That's just a demeanour, you filthy bastard. See you down in Fritzl's, everyone. Right then, I'm just having a massive chuckle. Are you looking at it, Dave? I'm having a massive chuckle because I just think of snobs, right? If you're gigging that and you're a player, there's nothing to love about this guitar. For Johnny, it's got sentimental value. It's an absolute cumcaster from back in the day. It should be utter crap, but it's not. It's so cool. It's set up wonderfully. It plays brilliant. I hope you like it, Johnny. I really do. It's such a lot of fun. And this is what really gets me going. Turning an absolute minger into a cool guitar. And it is cool because it's cheap, it's nasty, it's beat up. It should be bollocks, but it's not. It's great. The pickups, everything sounds nice through Helix Native. I've got to be honest. That is cheating, I know. Phil's been all over it. Ah, fuck. God damn it. He almost swore. Fuck's sake, Phil, you fucking cunt. I'll see you next week, everyone. Special wave. Go and watch Johnny's video. It's and make sure you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, who are you? What's wrong? Is there anyone else that talks this amount of bollocks for your entertainment? I don't think there is. I've got nothing else to say. That's rare. Bye.